Hello students, welcome back to our third video on Chapter 2, Location and Extent. In our last two videos, we learned location and extent, neighboring countries, oceans, seas and historical backgrounds of India and Brazil. In this video, we will cover the remaining questions asked on page number 12 and 13 of your geography textbook. In figure 2.3 on page number 12, we have to mark or show the following elements. This is very important from an exam point of view. First, they have asked us to mark the continents and oceans of the world. To make it easy and simple for you, I've given you a formula. Scene got 3 A's, where scene stands for, S stands for South America, E stands for Europe, A stands for Asia, N stands for North America. So now we have the 4 continents. To remember the remaining 3, you have to use 3 A's. So A stands for Africa, Australia and Antarctica. In the same way, I've given you another formula, PESA, to remember the oceans of the world, wherein P stands for Pacific Ocean, A stands for Atlantic Ocean, I stands for Indian Ocean, S stands for Southern Ocean, and A stands for Arctic Ocean. Then they've asked us to color Brazil and India in different colors. We also have to draw equator on the map and write its value in degrees. This is an extra question that I have added. Draw Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn and write their values in degrees. Show the symbol for direction. Now, as per the question asked in figure 2.3, we will show all the continents and oceans of the world. I've shown the continents in descending order, that is from bigger to smaller. So the biggest continent we have in the world is Asia, followed by Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia or Oceania. I've also given you the formula to remember them. Okay, scene got 3 A's, where S stands for South America, E stands for Europe, A stands for Asia, N stands for North America, and the 3 A's, A stands for Africa, Australia and Antarctica. Now we'll move on to show the oceans of the world. So starting from the biggest to smallest, the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. Now in the third question, they've asked us to mention Brazil and India, show Brazil and India and color them. So we've done that. Now they've asked us to show the equator with its degree. So this is the equator with 0 degree. The next question is show Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So the Tropic of Cancer passes through India in the northern hemisphere, 23.5 degree north, and the Tropic of Capricorn passes through Brazil, 23.5 degree south. Now they've also asked us to show the symbol for direction. So this is the symbol for direction. This is the north, south On your right you have the east, and on your left we have the west. On the same page, page number 12, there is one more set of questions, and they've asked us to answer the question with respect to India and Brazil. The countries we've already been studying so far. So the first question is, which country is larger in size? We already know that with respect to area, Brazil is the 5th largest country in the world, and India is the 7th largest country in the world. The second question, which country has a larger latitudinal extent? I will explain you this later with the help of a slide. The third question, how do the locations of Brazil and India differ in terms of their positions in their respective continents? Now try to understand the question. They are asking us the position of Brazil and India with respect to the continents. We know that Brazil lies in South America. India lies in Asia. So Brazil is in the northern hemisphere of the South American continent, and India is in the southern hemisphere of the Asian continent. Clear? And we'll go to the next question. How many states does each of the countries have? I will explain you later. Draw the flags of these countries in your notebook. I've shown you this also. Obtain information regarding the emblems of both the countries. So the remaining questions we'll see in our next slides. Second question on page number 12. Which country has larger latitudinal extent? The latitudinal extent of India is from 8 degrees 4 minutes north to 37 degrees 6 minutes north. That means India lies in the northern hemisphere. That means it lies above the equator. So to get the latitudinal extent of mainland India, we will have to minus 8 from 37, which gives us 29. Therefore, the latitudinal extent of mainland India is 29. Now we move on to Brazil. The latitudinal extent of mainland Brazil is from 5 degree 15 minutes north to 33 degree 45 minutes south. The equator passes in the northern part of Brazil. We already know that some part of Brazil lies in the northern hemisphere, while the remaining part of Brazil, that's the major part of Brazil, lies in the southern hemisphere. So it is 5 degree above the equator and 33 degree below the equator. So here we will have to add to get the latitudinal extent of Brazil. So when we add 33 to 5, we get 38. Therefore, the latitudinal extent of mainland Brazil is 38, which is greater than the latitudinal extent of mainland India, which is 29. Move on to our next question. How many states does each country have? So India has 28 states and 9 union territories. We'll see them in an alphabetical order and their position on the Indian territory. Andhra Pradesh, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Odisha, Punjab, Rajasthan, Sikkim, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Tripura, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, and West Bengal. So these are the 28 states. We now move on to the Union Territories. Starting in alphabetical order, Andaman and Nicobar, Chandigarh, Dadar Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, Delhi, which is the capital of India and also Union Territory, Jammu and Kashmir, Lakshadweep, Ladakh, and Puducherry. So here I've mentioned the states with their capitals. Now move on to the states of Brazil. So Brazil has 26 states and 1 federal district. We'll start in alphabetical order. So the first state is Acre, Alagoas, Amapá, Amazonas, Bahia, Ceará, Brasilia, Espírito Santo, Goiás, Maranhão, Mato Grosso do Sul, Minas Gerais, Pará, Paraíba, Paraná, Pernambuco, Piauí, Rio de Janeiro, Rio Grande do Norte, Rio Grande do Sul, Rondônia, Roraima, Santa Catarina, Sao Paulo, Sergipe, and Tocantins. So here I mentioned the state with their capital. We now move on to our next question, draw the national flag of each country. So I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about a national flag. A national flag has 3 colors. Each color gives a definite message. The saffron color at the tops represents strength, courage, and sacrifice. The white color in the middle represents truth, purity, and peace. The green color below stands for fertility and growth. At the center of the flag, on the white band in the middle, there is the Ashoka Chakra in blue. The wheel is a symbol of movement. It tells us to strive for the progress of our country. The designer of our flag was Mr. Pingali Venkaiah. To the Brazilian flag. The flag is green, symbolic of Brazil's lush fields and forests. Its primary feature is a large yellow diamond, symbolic of Brazil's wealth in gold. And in its center floats a blue celestial globe. The blue symbolizes the Brazilian sky. There are 27 stars, each representing a Brazilian state. The globe displays a white equatorial band with the motto Ordem e Progresso, which means order and progress. Move on to our last question on page number 12, which is obtain information regarding the emblems of both the countries. So this is the national emblem of India. Each country has its own emblem or state emblem. We find the national emblem on the coins, currency notes, and government letters. Our national emblem is designed after the Ashoka pillar at Sarnath. There are 4 lions standing back to back. We can see only 3 at a time when we view it from one side. Below each lion there is a wheel. However, only one wheel is fully visible in a side view. On one side of the wheel there is a horse and on the other side there is a bull. Inscribed at the base of the national emblem are the words Satyameva Jayate, which means truth alone triumphs. It was officially adopted on 26th January 1950. Like the national flag, even the national emblem has a meaningful message for us. The lions symbolize strength and power. The wheel represents movement. The horse shows the importance of vigor and movement, and the bull conveys the importance of hard work and determination. The national emblem of Brazil. The coat of arms of Brazil was created on 19th November 1889. It shows the Southern Cross in a blue circle. The ring of stars around it represents Brazil's 26 states and the Federal District. The whole is placed on a star and surrounded by coffee branches at the left and tobacco branches at the right, which are important crops in Brazil. The blue ribbon contains the official name of Brazil in its first line. In the second line, the date when it became republic is written. We now move on to page number 13, where they have asked 2 questions. The first question, find the difference between post-independence characteristics of India and Brazil. So the first difference is India became republic immediately after 1947, whereas Brazil became republic after 1985. India has parliamentary republic government, whereas Brazil has presidential republic government. The percentage of youth in India is more, and in Brazil the percentage of older people is more. On to our last question. The imperial power which ruled Brazil also ruled a part of India. Find out when that part of India achieved independence. The common imperial power that ruled both Brazil as well as some parts of India was Portuguese. In India, Portuguese rule was in Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Daman and Diu, and in Goa. Dadra and Nagar Haveli got its independence in 1954 and became a part of India in August 1961. Goa and Daman and Diu were freed by Indian military and became a part of India in December 1961. With this, dear children, we come to an end of this chapter. Hope you've understood. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.